Hi, I'm Jay, and today on Jay's World Kitchen, we're making bruschetta. Bruschetta is one of those hors d'oeuvres that I really enjoy. And you can buy them pre-made at most supermarkets, you can buy them canned even, but there's nothing to beat fresh bruschetta, especially if you've made it yourself. So in this simple recipe, we're going to throw that together. Let's have a look at the ingredients. For this simple recipe, you're going to need about 6 Roma tomatoes, but of course you can adjust this depending on how many people you're making it for. Half of a red onion, 5 cloves or more of garlic, fresh basil if you can find it, or you could use dried if you prefer, but fresh is definitely better. 1.5 teaspoons of oregano, and I'm using dried because I just actually prefer the flavor of it in this. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and olive oil. Let's put this together. To start putting this together, we're going to start off with our garlic and our onion. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop up our garlic quite fine so that we can fry that and the onion up in some olive oil. And once your onion and your garlic are nicely chopped into small pieces, we're going to quickly fry this up in some olive oil. And we're just going to fry up our onion and our garlic in that olive oil just until the onion is slightly translucent. While your onions and garlic have been set aside to cool down completely, we're going to chop up our Roma tomatoes and our basil and start putting this all together. And you want to actually make sure that you are cutting this into quite small chunks, probably about 1 centimeter, if maybe a little less, 1/2 centimeter even. And I just start by slicing it. Once your tomatoes are diced, we're going to very quickly chop up our basil, and the smell is just amazing. I absolutely love the smell of basil. It's one of my favorite things. What you want to do is you want to try and bunch them together, and you're going to try and make like thin slices across the basil. You don't want the pieces to be too big, but you don't want to make them too fine. So just like that. And we're going all the way down this pile. So you get strings of basil. Like that. And now we're going to start putting this all together. So we're simply going to toss our basil on top of our tomatoes, sprinkle our kosher salt, our oregano, and our black pepper. And then we're simply going to scrape in our onion and our garlic from our frying pan. Right over the top like that. And Then we're going to drizzle a little bit more olive oil over everything. Like that. And give it a good, thorough mixing. So that everything is mixed together super well. And that's it. It's really that simple. Now you're just going to pop that into the fridge for half an hour to marinate and to cool off. And while that's happening, you can prepare some garlic bread using either regular French bread or a baguette. So the whole house smells of basil and garlic and fresh tomato. I absolutely love this part. The bruschetta looks amazing. Honestly, I cannot even begin to tell you how much I enjoy this. Now, I understand that this is the recipe that I make, and I adjust. Sometimes I add a little bit more salt or a little bit more pepper, and sometimes it's a little less onion, but make this your own. It's so easy. It's to taste, and it's what your taste is and what you enjoy. And now I'm going to taste this. Oh, that's perfect. The bread is slightly crunchy from being toasted. The tomato is so fresh and just so bold in its flavor. The garlic in there and that basil, you can definitely taste it. That is just amazing. It's the perfect kind of hors d'oeuvre or snack, and sometimes even a whole meal because you can't stop on a very warm day. Absolutely amazing. You have to try this. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and remember to turn on notifications so that you know when my next video posts. Remember that you can also follow my social media. Those links are below in the comments section. And you can also support this channel by visiting my Patreon. That link too is below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.